The administration is asking for another $831,000 to buy Common Core material. I have reviewed psychology and AP history of Western society, and I have a few comments. Historical facts are either altered or left out from AP history of Western society. That is something I experienced in former Czechoslovakia, where I was born. We do not live in a totality, and our students must learn the truth about socialism. This book fails to do that, so it is obvious that the purchase of these books is not only a waste of money, but also leftist manipulation of our students. AP history book tries to distinguish between individual forms of socialism. The authors try to cover up the fact that socialism is a deadly experiment no matter what form it takes. A section about communism mentions Communist Party of Italy, France, and other Western countries, but there is no mention of Communist Party USA, which was established in 1919. More than 25 years after the fall of Soviet evil empire and subsequent public access to KGB files, the authors of this history book did not consider it is important to include history of Communist Party USA and its anti-American activities since 1919. Historian Paul Kengor, an expert on 20th century history, wrote several books based on facts, not opinions. One of the books is Dupes, where, for example, he describes how American communists tried to take over any movement in America, including Dr. Martin Luther King's civil rights movement, to undermine America. This book, Dupes, also describes traitorous activities of individuals in politics, media, and other spheres. Regarding psychology material, AP psychology book, for example, does not acknowledge psychological consequences of pornography viewing, despite the evidence. Instead, it claims that if there is any effect of pornography, it is that people have fantasies about sex. That is not true. By far, it is not the only result of porn watching. So I ask you to vote no on these books.
Thank you.
As well as their work to review and vet the materials that we're also going to ask you to approve this evening. And with that being said, I'd like to ask that the board approve the adoption of the following high school curriculum: psychology, AP European history, culinary arts, biology, and honors biology.
I need a motion.
I move that the Board of Education approve the high school psychology, AP European history, culinary arts, biology, and honors biology curriculum as presented.
Second.
Is there any discussion? A chance to look at these. Jackie, can you do a roll call, please? What? Yes, for the teachers as well.
Mr. Racer?
Aye.
Mr. Reising?
Aye.
Ms. Price?
Aye.
Mr. Carubus?
Yes.
Dr. White?
Aye.
Dr. Curry?
Aye.
Ms. Peel?
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Next up is the approval of the high school instructional materials for those subjects. And I need a motion for approval, please.
Make a motion to approve the high school psychology, AP psychology, AP European history, culinary arts, biology, and honors biology instructional materials.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Could I just ask one question?
Sure.
As far as the instructional materials, those were written, obviously, with the core standards in
Yes.
place. And those psychology, I'm looking this up right now, so I just want your affirmation on this. Those standards were developed by the American Psychological Association, correct? For high school?
Yes, and were the books.
No, not the
written
books
according to
themselves.
those. The
Correct.
curriculum was written with those standards as well as the standards provided by the Illinois, that are adopted by Illinois.
Okay, thanks.
And I just have a question too, and I think it was covered last time, but the AP textbooks for psychology and history, those are pretty limited in what we, because that's chosen for us.
The College Board
essentially.
recommends, gives you a few to select from.
Okay,
That's your choice out of those
Right.
few.
but it's aligned with the AP
Yes,
curriculum?
yes.
Okay. Any other questions or discussions? Okay, with that, Jackie, can you do a roll call, please?
Mr. Carruthers?
Yes.
Ms. Peel?
Aye.
Mr. Racer?
Aye.
Dr. Curry?
Aye.
Mr. Rising?
Aye.
Dr. White?
Aye.
Ms. Price?
Aye.
Okay, motion carries.
Thank you.
Next up are some discussion